ITN presenter James Caan is a Londoner and a successful one at that. He's an entrepreneur and, of course, an employer. A little earlier, I caught up with him to find out what he makes of today's figures and what young Londoners need to do to get into work. Why do you think the capital's young workers are faring so very badly?
I think London clearly is finding this incredibly challenging, and I think the general economy across the country is having a tough time, and I think right now jobs are hard to get. And I think young people are finding it difficult because organisations and employers right now, because things are so difficult, they're looking for experience. So if you're a young person coming out of school or university right now, it is difficult because you don't have the experience, which I think in London is what the core employee market's looking for.
You left school at the age of 16 without any qualifications, and if you don't mind me saying so, you've turned out all right.
I think you're right, and I think that the core message from me would be is, for young people out there between the age of 16 and 24, yes, it's difficult, the market is tough, but you know what? It's not as bad as all that, because there are opportunities out there. A young person who's creative, who's ambitious, can start their own online business, a website type of business for virtually no money. We're talking hundreds, maybe just a few £1,000s. So I think there's a million people out there, a bit like me, at the age of 16, it's not what the country can do for you, it's what can you do for yourself. I think the opportunity and the option for young people to consider starting their own business, there could be no time better like now.
It sounds to me like you're saying that young Londoners aren't being tenacious enough.
I think you've got to be more driven, more motivated, because I think for every person who's finding it difficult, if you look at myself, or you look at Alan Sugar, or you look at Richard Branson, these are people, we all started with nothing. We could have thought of 50 reasons that says, somebody owes us a living, the government should find us a job. But actually the question is, what are we doing ourselves? And I think that if we got to think outside of the box. There are opportunities out there.
You've been a successful businessman for a lot of years, but the roots of your success lay in recruitment. So if young Londoners came to you looking for a job, what advice would you have for them?
I would say right now, the one thing is the conventional methods have gone out the window. This idea of sitting online and just praying that you're going to email your CV, it just isn't working. Those employers are seeing thousands of those CVs. I would say if you want to get a job today, you've got to think outside of the box. Go direct to the employer. Identify who you want to work for. Identify the sector you want to be in. Offer the company the opportunity where almost the concept of try before you can buy. Young people are always sitting there saying, what can the employer do for me? What I'm saying is, why don't you reverse that and approach employers and share with them what you think you can do for them?